Yamaha has a rich history in the motorsport industry and has been a major force in motorcycle racing. Though there has been a link for over 50 years, the new Yamaha XSR900 GP seeks to emphasize a particular historical period known as the Golden Era. Naturally, this occurred in the late 1970s and early 1980s, a time when modern motorcyclists could only dream of the ferocity, speed, and elegance of Grand Prix racing motorcycles. Even if they lack wings and strange extensions, bikes like the YZR900 are well-known vehicles that have the power to pique the interest of both road riders and racing enthusiasts. The new bike is available in two colors, Stealth Black and Legend Red, which resembles Marlboro. Nobody would give a damn if Legend Red didn't exist, but it does, and if you get a black and gray bike, you will always despise yourself when you see a red and white motorcycle on the street. Additionally, you may feel a little let down by the limited color selection, but there are countless paint jobs that can be created with this: blue Gauloise, yellow speed blocks, Lucky Strike, and so on. The cost of both colors is £12,506. A full fairing, big belly pan, costs an additional £599. The whole Akrapovic system and other goodies are included in the £2,950 racer pack. Small GP replicas are now nearly as expensive as late-generation R1 money. I'll let you determine whether or not it's a decent value. This motorcycle is essentially the same as the recently introduced 2022 Yamaha XSR900 barebike. Consequently, while not all of these components are precisely the same, the engine, primary frame, suspension, and brakes are the same as those of the standard XSR. Saying that would be an injustice to Yamaha, because a lot has changed as you scroll through. For the GP, the frame, for instance, has been modified with new engine mounts and more stiffness around the headstock. The GP is the only bike with a CP3 engine that has an aluminum steering stem axle. A strengthened subframe from the stock XSR900 is another element of the new XSR900 GP. In order to accept a clip-on bar positioned above an additional top clamp, the front fork is longer than the naked version and entirely redesigned. In actuality, the wheel travel stays the same, but the new fork raises the front riding height by 5 mm. The amount of adjustment available on the suspensions also varies. The GP suspension offers more clicks, 5.5 at high speed and 18 at low speed, in addition to compression dampening adjustments for both high and low speeds. Additionally, you receive 26 rebound damping clicks instead of the default XSR900's 11 clicks. It also receives 130 mm of travel and updated spring rates. The front preload has the same amount of free adjustment, more than 15 mm. The situation is identical at the back, where fully adjustable KYB shocks now have 24-click hydraulic remote preloaded adjusters, 18 clicks for high and low-speed compression dampeners, and 2.5 clicks for the same adjustment for rebound damping akin to the bare XSR900. The rear has 131 mm of travel. Similar to the naked motorbike that serves as its model, the GP has a swing arm that differs from previous CP3 Hyper Nakeds and employs components that are more similar to those on the Tracer 9 Sports Tourer, albeit they are not, exactly, the same. The largest alteration is the last one: style. The Grand Prix is arranged based on period rather than model, so if you take a step back and observe it, you'll notice that it incorporates design cues from the renowned TZ250 and YZR900 race bikes, particularly the OW70, OW76, OW98, and OWD3. Bolt-on wind deflectors and a fixed fairing that looks like it was taken from a mound of new old stocks parts at some abandoned Yamaha storage facility make this tribute to those machines incredibly accurate. Although the riding options and other electronics have been updated to fit a vintage sports bike, the engine is largely comparable to the XSR900. But its character is slightly different, and I believe that's because of its upper fairing. Any clatter or induction noise from the top end of the engine is discharged into the wild because the stock bike engines is entirely unsheathed. On the other hand, the GP features a gorgeous bikini fairing that encircles the bike on all sides. I believe the reason it seems a little louder is that the sound is directed toward the driver.